Hello, welcome to the crafting guide, and today I will show you 8 legendaries that are worth your test. If you're interested, I can also create an ultimate disenchanting guide also with epic cards and legendaries.
I have to believe that it holds some secret strategy. This card is useless.
I will give you a small disclaimer somewhere here that one of those cards is going to rotate out soon, and you might take this into consideration that maybe it's just better to wait with crafting this card because it will rotate out with a new expansion that will hit in April. And let's start. The first one is Zodiacs. That's the best card that you can include in almost every single mid-range or control deck because of its healing effect. Also, you can trade into something right away, and there is a huge bonus with it because it synergizes really well with Carp Stakers. So might you take this package into consideration. Just include 2 Carp Stakers, Zodiacs, and some sort of Wind Fury minion, and then you've got a really powerful turn for play. Next, we've got a Deathstalker Rexer. It's included in every single Hunter deck, and because Hunter right now it's super popular, you might just want to create this and conquer the ladder. It generates a ton of value, plus also it helps against aggressive decks because of the Battle Cry and also the +5 armor, and you will have an option to generate so many beasts that at like some point your opponent just won't find answers because they already used all of them. And we've got Baku the Moon Eater, a really good friend of budget players because you can create 4 really cheap decks: Odd Paladin, Odd Rogue, Odd Hunter, and also Odd Mage. You need to go with the aggressive style because then you do not need any kind of late game value, but still this card works great. And also as a bonus, in most of those decks, or like in every single one, you can also include Leroy Jenkins. So that's like the great package. You just do not need a late game value because you will try to finish your opponent really quickly, and then also on top of it you will have empowered hero power and Leroy as a finisher. So those cards work really well, and most of those core cards out from those decks you can replace with a common card or maybe a rare card, so you do not really need any more legendaries, and even Leroy can be replaced by something else, but still that's a good idea to craft this card if you want to be competitive and also budget at the same time. Lich King is basically like Dr. 8. You can play this in every single deck on turn 8 or maybe later, plus also from time to time it will just allow you to win the game automatically when you will, for example, play Death Grip on the opponent Mechatoon and then still their win condition. So it sounds like a really cool way to win the game, and probably you will experience one of the best feelings in the game at the same time. The infamous Leroy Jenkins, or maybe I should say a friend of aggro players.
Alright, thumbs up. Ready, guys? Let's do this. Leroy!
You basically play this when you are going to win the game, maybe with a Cold Blood, maybe with anything else, just to secure the win and burst your opponent out from nowhere. When you combine Black River Golden and also Yoxaron, then you've got Zul'jin. It's like a little bit of randomness, plus also a way to generate a board, plus also summon a few secrets. You can also cast Master's Call and Dire Frenzy. So basically that's an all-in-one package. You draw a bunch of cards, you generate board, and also it's slightly more consistent than Yoxaron. So basically it's a really good inclusion, especially for late game in any Hunter decks. Blood Mage Talos is a great card because it allows you to not only draw a card but also make your spells a little bit more powerful. It's usually played in some sort of control or combo decks because you need to draw cards in order to play your combo, but at the same time you need to clear the board, and it works perfectly with Consecration or just any kind of different spells or removal. And the last card is Raymond. The another card will allow you to create a lot of even decks, like for example even Paladin, even Shamey, and even Warlock. The only problem is that usually those decks are pretty expensive, but I have an idea how to create and make those decks slightly more budget. So if you are interested in me making budget even decks including Raymond and also odd decks, Let me know down in the comments, and also share your thoughts about those cards.